gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Saturday, April 23rd. We got a 4-game slate. We already know the player pool that we're going to be using, so we're going to try to make this video as quick as possible. This is it's more about team building now, more than who you're going to play. So we already know who's doing what in the playoffs and who isn't. So Luka's 10-5. Absolutely, if he plays, he's in play. If he doesn't play, you guys know what to do. John Morant 9-7. Still waiting for one of those John Morant games. Definitely could get it against Minnesota. So it's only a matter of time. I mean, 51, 52, 53. But when I say one of these John Morant games, he's doing all of that, and he's shooting not that good. Especially the last game, 5 for 18. Still have 53 fantasy points. Imagine if he hit a few more shots. You're looking at 60, 70 fantasy points. John Morant's a lot for me, period. Kyrie's mentally challenged. And, I try not to say nothing about players because I don't want people trying to defend them in the comments and going and, having a debate. That's not what this is. But, Kyrie shows up when he feels like. When he doesn't feel like it, it's everybody else's fault. I don't know what I'm going to get from him the next game. He might come out happy, he might come out sad, and it's everybody else's fault. Whatever. Listen, I'd rather play Ja. I know Ja's going to at least try. Maybe if I play a lot of lineups, I'll put Kyrie in one, but I'm not expecting anything from him. He's too emotional. He's too emotional to be professional. Harden is washed. If you want to play him, play him. He's not in my player pool either. He's in my player pool, but I'm not going to be playing him like that. Maybe if I play 10 lineups, I'll put him in one, maybe. It's not exciting to me. Van Fleet's in play. Brunson's in play. Especially if Luka is not in play. If Luka's not playing, Brunson becomes a must-play. Dinwiddie's a very good play. Everything from Dallas is going through Dinwiddie and Brunson. 48 minutes, the ball's in their hands, period. Russell, you don't know what you're going to get from Russell, but, at least you don't get the drama like from Kyrie. But I'll have Russell in a few lineups because he's cheaper. And, if he gives me 30 fantasy points, that's not great, but it won't kill me. If Kyrie gives me 30 fantasy points, I'm dead at 9,600. He had 22 fantasy points, so in his last game, in a playoff game. Maxi's in play. You've seen the evolution of Maxi. I'm high on Smart, two-way player. Smart could give you 28 fantasy points to 40 fantasy points. If he has a great game, he could give you more. I like Smart. Conley. You don't know what Conley's going to do, but he's only 5,500. If it helps my lineup, I'll play him. 35 minutes, 21 points, 2 steals, 1 block, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, 37 fantasy points. That's probably going to be the best game you can get out of him all season. $5,500. It's all about, if he's last man in, cool, whatever. Beverly, I like Beverly. Beverly's playing with a little bit of, moxie, is what they call it. 34 minutes, 33 fantasy points. He took 13 shots. I think he took too many shots, but whatever. 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, 3 steals. I'd rather play Beverly than Conley because I know Beverly's going to try. I don't really know what Conley be doing in some of these games. I think that's about it. No White. Clarkson's in play. Dragic, if you're desperate for a $4,100 player, you could play Dragic. I won't be playing Dragic. Mitchell's in play always. Jaylen Brown's in play 8,200. He looks great. Anthony Edwards, you gotta time him correctly. He's not gonna have 3 great games in a row. He's gonna have a game or 2 that's good, a bad game. So he had a bad game. I expect him to bounce back. Edwards is in play. OG's in play always. Desmond Bain's in play. Dylan Brooks, if he plays, He's in play, takes a lot of shots. 5,600. Gary Trent's in play. You've seen him. He's feeling better, so that's a good thing at 5,200. He'll help me build out my lineup. Reggie Bullock is not a bad play if there's no Luka. Only if there's no Luka. Seth Curry, listen, Brooklyn. Listen, I don't trust KD and Kyrie to make plays for Seth Curry. I don't trust Steve Nash to make plays, period. So to have Curry be 4,300, he's going to need to be involved in the offense to pay off the salary. He's going to be, they're going to have to hit him in the corner for the open threes. He's got to get some, rebounds. Listen. Oh, boy. If it helps your lineup, you can play him, but don't expect a lot. 25 fantasy points is probably going to be that. This is probably his best game. 6 of 11, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. So when you see players that are priced at 4,300, it's for a reason. Okay? If you're gonna play him, don't expect much. If you get over 25 fantasy points, good for you. Beasley's hit or miss also, but he's in play. That's about it. Durant, self-explanatory. Tatum, self-explanatory. If Barnes comes back, that's great, but he's got to be healthy for me to play him. Bruce Brown's in play. Bojan's in play. Finney Smith. I'd rather play Gary Trent and Reggie Bullock. I'd rather play Kyle Anderson if he starts again. Danny Green's in play if he starts, believe it or not. Grant Williams had a good game, but I don't want to play him if he doesn't start. He's in the player pool, but it's a bit risky. Siakam, 86, he's in play. Harford looks great at 69. Harris looks good. Jaren Jackson is fine, 6K. Brandon Clark is my guy. He's absolutely in play. Kleber is back. They're going to keep playing him and keep doing the same thing. Sending him to the three-point line and have Rudy Gobert chase him. Boucher, if you need if you need last man in, I guess. I don't really see anything else. Embiid's in play. Towns is inconsistent. Siakam is Siakam. Gobert, he's okay, I guess. They say Robert Williams might be back. If he's back, if he's healthy, if he starts. He's going to be limited. I'm not playing him. Even though he can't pay off his price. He can pay off his salary. 6,000. He needs 36 fantasy points. He can do that in 2 quarters. He could do that in about 16 minutes. If he really wanted to. The game broke that way, but I play it safe, not play him. So 5 players that I like from DraftKings. I think I might go Embiid. Boston and Brooklyn is gonna be a dogfight. Utah is trash. Besides Mitchell. Dallas has a couple guard spots. Toronto has some plays. Philly, I only like Embiid. Memphis has some spots. I love Ja. I like Gary Trent's price. I prefer OG with no Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes plays. Raptors head coach Nick Nurse said Barnes was a limited participant. If he's limited, then he's not playing. Okay, so no Barnes. Bruce Brown, 6,300. Bojan, Dylan Brooks. Brooks is questionable left foot soreness. He should be able to play through that. You should be able to play through that. And my power forward is Brandon Clark. I like Ja, I like Trent for value, Dylan Brooks for value, Brandon Clark for value, Joel Embiid. I like Anthony Edwards to have a bounce back game. Obviously, I can't play all 5 of these guys in one lineup, but I love Embiid, I love Clark, I love Edwards, I love Trent because of his value. I like Edwards. He's going to bounce back. I like Clark because of his price. He's the real big man on that team. I told you Steven Adams was going to start again, so there's that. So you got Clark, you got Anderson, and you got Tillman. As far as the big men for Memphis, I like Clark. I like Embiid. And that's that. We're about to jump to FanDuel. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good night. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up. And if you need help building lineups, up-to-date lineups, you don't have time to do research and watch the games, and you don't have time to wait for starting lineups and injury reports and all this other stuff. You could get a day pass from me, DM me on Twitter, or you could get a week pass. The week pass will take you till the 1st of May. And any sport you want, whatever lineups you need, just let me know and I'll have them ready for you right before lock. That's all. That's something FanDuel. Usually when I do the week passes, the last weekend before the end of the month, I let it go all the way to the 1st of the next month. So if you jump on it for a week, it'll go to the 1st, whatever it was, that 8 days, 9 days, whatever it is. Let's start with point guard. Kyrie's 9'9", good for him. John Morant's 9'8", like him. Luka's even cheaper. If he plays 9'5", you lock him in. Donovan Mitchell looks good. 85. He's going to have a crazy game soon too. Van Fleet's in play. 8K. I love Jalen Brunson, especially with no Luka. Russell's playable. Tyrese Maxey looks great at 66. Dinwiddie. I've been playing Brunson and Dinwiddie the first 2 games. If there's no Luka, I'll continue doing that. Beverly's alright. Prefer Marcus Smart. Conley's alright. I prefer Clarkson at $1,000 cheaper. Dragic if you're desperate. Curry if you're lucky. That's about it. Let's go to shooting guard. Harden, 87. He's playable at 87, but he's not, he's either hurt, he's washed, or he's either hurt or washed. More likely he's washed. Not the same James Harden we all know. It's cool though. Everybody can't, play. Everybody can't be LeBron and play into their late 30s and still be, somewhat in their prime. Somewhat in their prime. Where are we? Jaylen Brown looks great at 82. Anthony Edwards looks good here also. Bruce Brown is a play. I prefer Maxey. Desmond Bane's in play, absolutely. Finney Smith, no way. Gary Trent's in play. He's healthy. Finney Smith, let me just make sure we all understand each other. Finney Smith is not a bad play. I just don't want to play him. I just don't trust him to do it. Like, I don't trust his upside. His ceiling is like 29 fantasy points. I'd rather play everyone around him. I'd rather play Bane. I'd rather play Smart. I'd rather play Trent. I'd rather play Bullock. Bullock could get help. Bullock could get hot from the 3-point line. So that's why I say no to Finney Smith. That's just a personal choice. You can play him if you like. Curry, Beasley, Danny Green all in play. They played Peyton Pritchard a lot. Not a lot, but they played him the last game. 15 minutes. I don't want you to get blindsided and you go to try to play him again for game 4 or game 3 and he doesn't play that many minutes. Then you lose all your money. Just be careful. KD, I'll probably have more Tatum than Durant because I think Durant is burnt out from what I see. From what I can see from watching the games, Durant looks burnt out, and Boston's not going to stop doing what they're doing. Durant's going to even be playing more minutes, and you're not going to just get rejuvenated overnight. So I'll be playing more Tatum than Durant, but I'll have a few stocks of Durant just in case he goes if he goes crazy. I doubt it though. Boston has the best defense in the league. I've been saying that for 3 months. Let's continue. Where are we? Small forward. Tobias Harris is in play. OG, if there's no Scotty Barnes, I prefer him. I prefer no Scotty Barnes, but if you play OG and Barnes, or if you play OG with Barnes active, it's not a bad play. Bojan's in play. Kyle Anderson's in play if he starts. At 4K, if he starts, he's a decent play. Embiid at power forward looks great. Karl Anthony Towns, I'd rather play Embiid. Towns might have a good game, but he's unreliable. Siakam's in play. Horford's in play. Jaren Jackson's in play, but he's 6K for a reason, 6,100 for a reason. You're not going to get that much out of him. Claxton's in play. He's a little bit overpriced, but he's in play. I like Brandon Clark. Daniel Tice if he starts. Maxi Kleber's in play. Boucher Achua's all right. They started Birch as a decoy. So if they start Birch again, be careful with that. He's there just to soak up fouls. And that's about it from power forward. And center, Gobert, Andre Drummond, and Andre Drummond, that's it. $17 minutes first game, 23 minutes second game. For Andre Drummond, I can't play him. $20 minutes for Brandon Clark first game, 29 minutes the second game, and I'm pretty sure it's going to go up or stay where it's at. That's why I like Brandon Clark. My center is going to be... I think I can only play Embiid at this point, to be honest with you. I don't see no way out. I'm going back to Morant. Gary Trent is cheap here also. Anthony Edwards 76, Jaylen Brown 82, Tatum, Anthony Edwards. He's a risky play, but if he pays off, then you're looking good because Morant and Embiid are going to deliver. Even if they don't score, they do other things. Trent is cheap, and then I'm going to go Brandon Clark at 5,500. And that's 5 guys that I like. So I'm going Morant, Trent, Edwards, Clark, and Embiid. So listen, good luck to you guys. Hope you guys having a good night. And I'll see you guys shortly with a MLB video. Alright, talk to you later. Ciao.